the community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for your blessings from our
was the Kom People Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic education as government college to Delhi and
go gather, destroy their food, make Sujiwede camp and that other camp, Tongo camp, compensate everybody.
in its generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of J.C. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Akmo dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. There are lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. You know, after some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary lives.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet. Thank you very much for talking to people, places and events, and to the African Center for Community and Development. What is your name, sir?
My name is Joa Mafio.
And you are a title holder among the Kom people of Northwest region of Cameroon. What is the name of your title?
I am called Bonjom by the phone of Kom, and called Gakom by the phone of Kom.
And could you elucidate on the meaning or the meanings of these titles so that we can understand your role in this very cherished kingdom?
The Kom land, as I can say, the Kom Fundum is a great fundum in the grassland, and well structured. You have the Quifon as the head, the Quifon acting just as we have for the National Assembly in Cameroon, that's in charge of legislation. You have the Manjong group, you have the Chom. I am, my own domain is the Manjong group. Njong suk fa mvum sombo atante ne banga fay ejele ba la fay sin jong sifum atena jong sifum suk fay sin lai anon ando sin jong kom ai sang na be na jemi is lia su mana fo yong na se bontes na ya anjong na sifu ko antes na ngara tuma mo fo yong na se bonte ba mo kom a ombe native foyong na se bonte matengene na bonte buba na bonte waterfall na bonte edina alimbe na bonte munyenge na bonte juala na wo tombe na wo bulutu na wo babele anga fay mangadi fano yoni ise nang sawo ngana na line dinjong ngana se foy line alweni fana ama jang jong na se fa asa fu ko ko mi na ngana nga fu sunto ai ba matin ai bon jong se ye nga se mu ta sum fa fa jang loe nga fu ko ai ja sa nga chin te sunto shi dia kie as na nga sa fa shoot fu bang mu fu bang fa tamambe ang vin na bon jong ko foi akabala sa fo bang ni chuli fu chu wa to ka to de ani mu ta bi na fu ka ma dik fa na jong sa fa sa shi dia na kie so to de bon jong na nga shi dia na kana.
And what do you do, or what does your group do in terms of the administration of the kingdom?
The Kom Kingdom, yeah. You have like the Kom land, like any other fundum in the grassland that has a fund and Quifon. There you must have the Manjong group, because we believe that the Manjong group is like the security of the land, in charge of securing the lives of those who are all in that particular area. You have the Manjong income, fact, just like our forefathers, they called it the persuaders. They're in charge of securing the life of the Kom people. And we are now at the time trying to revive the Kom culture, which, in fact, with the new revolution in place, is gradually dying off. And the Fund of Kom gave us the instructions to try to see what we can do about it. And actually, I am acting like the person in charge of the revision.
Now I see that in this kind of role you involve women in a lot of activities. Can you please tell me some of the roles that women play in your kingdom?
You're right. You have, like I mentioned earlier, you have they were well structured. You have the women's wing, which is called Fumwing. The Fumwing is just is a general group in charge of the women's wing in our Kom cultural affairs. In the Njong society, you have the women's wing, led by the Nanjong, that is the woman in charge of the women. For example, here in Limbe, you have the woman in charge of the women here, who is in charge of the women's wing. She is supposed to cater for the well-being of the women and to see to it that the women are well behaved culturally, and to make sure that our normal dishes in Kom, like we have just eaten fufu corn here and huckleberry, they are prepared in the way our mothers used to do at first.
Lord, we thank you for a day like this. Lord, thank you because you have made it possible for us to see this day. Thank you for this family, Father God. Thank you for provision. Thank you for protecting them. Father, I want to pray especially for this food that's in front of us.
Now, if you could tell me a bit about the traditional dance groups in Kom, that would go a long way to satisfy my curiosity.
You have the dance groups. They are also in set. They are also well organized. You have the Kwefon section, which is automatically the head. You have Jujus. You have Injam. You have many of them. And then the one that we have with the Manjong group is like the leading group. You have the samba, you have the xylophone, which is the most important one that is well honored by the Kwefon. The Kwefon in its own way usually dances the jam and the samba.
Sometimes you display with a lot of gunshots and so on. What does that signify or symbolize?
Like Ella said, in grasslands, we the men, the women can cry, we cannot cry. We don't cry. Our own cry is to shoot a gun. Our laughter is to laugh with a gun. But the women usually cry. But the men, they don't cry. You fire a gun, signifying that you are happy or you are crying. So the gun in our own area is like part of our culture. It's like the traditional attire that we wear. As you see me wearing this Kom traditional attire, that is how the gun is with us.
Ete kuume ñamti
Now, in terms of marriages, do you intermarry or do you marry only daughters of or sons of Kom?
No, we do intermarry. We intermarry, and immediately you are already intermarried. You're already a Kom person. You are not more. I can't say you are not more from you are not more the person of your area, but a Kom person. We do that.
Now you are working with an entourage of people, of dignitaries. Can you please probably introduce them to me, and so that I can have an idea about what they do to foster the Kom Kingdom?
Thank you. You have on my left. You have the first person, Mr. Chateau, who is Njong Ilema, as called by the Njong people and by the Secretariat of Njong Sakol. He is the assistant Bonjong of Boya, which I can say by a structure is assistant errand commander, as I can say. Not so Baba. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You have the errand commander himself of Boya Manjong unit. He's sitting just beside him. And then you have the errand commander of Manjong unit Limbe here. So I'm presently in his zone. That's why he's with me here, taking care that I'm not harmed by any other person around here.
And the lady near
the lady beside me is the Nanjong of Boya. That's the woman in charge of the Nanjong women in Boya, handling them, taking care that they respect the culture, they do things the way they are supposed to be done.
And of course, that's the Nanjong of Limbe.
Nanjong of Limbe, that's the woman in charge of us sitting here now. We're just eating. Now she's taking care to make sure we wash our hands, we eat well, so that when I return home, I inform the phone that she took proper care of me.
So do you refute the fact that maybe Westerners and some people who don't understand culture, they try to suggest like women don't play a very active role in the culture of Kom people and maybe many kingdoms in the grassland?
That is not true. Our women, our women are part of us. It is just that you must know the way you do things. When you are dealing, even in your own house that you stay, your woman is part of you. And in your own room, there are certain things you must know that she will not go there. Which maybe you have your queen from back, she's not supposed to put her inside. But she is in that very room and sleeping with you in that very room. So the women are part of us. Some of us we rule, we work with advices from our own female organs, female women, female people. They advise us too. Just like you have the Nafon you come, she's supposed to advise the phone on many things that go wrong, like a woman. So I always advise that the women are part of us and we should work together with them, avoiding what we know that is not yes. That is all.
You raised a very important issue about that culture was being threatened in this modern era. How can you explain this? Why maybe handed out traditions are phasing out?
We, as I said, that we are at the stage of doing some revisions because it was really threatened by the new revolution in place, the new deal. Many things are coming in. We have a lot of. Let's call example. Before you eat now, you eat watermelon. That fat watermelon is already. But our mothers used to eat roasted cocoyams, roasted plantain, and they're stronger than us.
Pumpkin.
So now with pumpkins, now we eat watermelons, we eat fat pineapples. Those things are the new things that are really downplaying the cultural setup.
Now, sir, could you say what you've just said in your dialect, and so that your people can get it from the horse's own mouth? And maybe if you give me the honor, I will move on to your various members of your entourage so that they can also greet your people in your dialect as well.
Thank you. I'm fatana China. We are color ila a kalamzi. The kalamzi the point the color adia. So factin China. They have come a lot to Latin Canada. And I really in China. Manakpata tanga mun tanga de ay tanga za kom fu so ma ga ko na madi no wo la ela amje so fisiwe ko mana fisa ke bi fine fisiwe ko ka tiati is kom ka mo fisiwe la yele so ngana kumka ba bo chato na ba bo njombo ya na usiya be na falamo chile kana na ba in China. When you're through with them, come back to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saluto.
Thank you.
If you tell me some more about your role for culture, and when you finish, if you tell me so that I ask you, me salute your people.
As Kom has just said, I assist the Bonjong. And if I were to use the modern term, I would say that I'm the president of Denjong, and Bonjong is the traditional head of Denjong. So, in other words, I could say that he's the president and I'm the prime minister. He takes the decisions and I implement them. So that is my role. And both of us, we work together to make sure that the Denjong house is in order.
And how long have you been doing this?
Well, our Njong group is a very young one. We are just 2 years old. So I'm only 2 years in this position.
Okay, I wish you good luck in your activities. And could you please tell your people what you've been doing so far in your dialect?
Fu itongte nomusanda va welcome to you wusi yute wazal ingana pen lai bena matang Njong elama andon Njong jali namantong fu itongte se kom bena Njong jali nanto ingasa kaza ba temen ko ada be ka ba ta tai miti bena sebuka bo mai ba ada tin fa sebu ko wanda selama Chuta na nomanda tu ka au to as gam ta ka lama o fugi ni ito ay as na sama ayong na.
And sir, thank you very much for talking to people, places and events. If you tell me small about what you don't do as title holder for Kom People.
First of all, thank you for this way you take place now. I be happy because the position where me I occupied here for Buya, be Bonjong, as my elder brother already talk. I believe they don't talk all thing. All the me if you talk. I only a day for play a day for just for represent what you were do back home for inside of Wednesday. Like just try for position people there. You don't put them hands in man. Try to see how we feel gather. To make culture make it cool for me beginning with born and today. May they know, may they to see part of what you were with forefathers if you don't live on. You don't come across. So now I will be for now.
Okay, if you talk what you just talk for your country talk, so that people that you understand too from Kom.
Mon frère on a non moi c'est vous comme ça. Dogi, c'est on doit a long time. On t'a enchaîné comme une même bœuf. Mais que non mais avant de nous d'aller quoi je sais pas dire Njong c'est caché là les na suri mangal be menangal ni china na dunya si mana bis non da vala au comme na kan ki na askata na ntinda ki na e wala awla venir se gamti la ni na ki we ka ai we ju ma awi ve na kasi na kasi biwi si ngai chuma sina ka da kana comme na ma na kras na nu chim no mi la ka arbo ma da na kana na ka.
Thank you. Good day, sir. If you tell me small about your work for Kom community.
Thank you very much. My work as Bonjong, I be in charge of Njong house, and I did make sure say I gather Kom people so that we follow one culture, because culture for Kom, if don't the loss due to one or two things. So now we try to gather back the culture. So I did try for work for gather Kom people only for Limbe as the leader of Manjong house. When I gather for here by the end of the year, and then I just go present the report for the fund, because now he be all. Now before now he be leader of this thing. We just did like the branch president.
Okay, so if you talk for your people, then some of the things we don't do so far for country talk.
Ma fu ayong na. Nong musu kong pa, fine limbe, fine boyang. Nong fine pa, ante na fako. Na ngama ekuong. Yala inchina kom. Bomare China Kom. Ake ni liva. The Malafia water. China Kom. They no make it for Sava and then one thing anarchy in China Kom take it for Sava thing. Be so come na. Ye via suburb sir. Ang ak for no matamanga. Nag via because a fighter bomb thing that ang ak fighter. Kom lama atima lama atina no sendo zam vungay. Ying is lama bomb thing that. Ang ak fighters a China Kom na me. Atina ngam me family na zedi na ati 1 year ang am fulling na ngabu den so woi na yi. So den so woi na yi ang am fulling na ngalan China Kom ilama ayong na.
Thank you very much. Hi, Nanjong. What do you do to support the development and the administration of the Kom community?
As earlier said, our role as Nanjong is to prepare food for the men. Make sure that anywhere that they are going, they should always have something to eat, since they are the military wing of the Kom society. So we are there to ensure that they have something to eat.
Okay. So can you say what you just said in your dialect so that children can emulate and future Nanjongs can understand the role?
Na mena ifeli yesita Nanjongs ante Nanjong. Ana resna to on the Kenjong Lum sa mom se telephone na ngaji numa wota ngangu. Ntene bena lum Nanjong na Nanjong na ngai so se sa fo sa na ngaji ta ngani fala ngana ndu yesi.
Thank you. Nanjong, how your work day for Limbe for Kom People them?
I work for Limbe for Kom People will take care of people. To see more culture go ahead. And when there is struggle go ahead, and you never run away for their back. Inside Kenya, you see men man no cry hungry.
Okay. So if you talk the two way you just talk now for country talk so that other people they feel hear what you do this important role what you do.
Make sure na ka ulun jajang. Takana to fight back in China India Nasia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for. I want to say thank you. I want to thank my people that I just called them this morning. That I'm going to be here today this morning to say hi to Ninjong and Nanjong Limbe. Thanking them for honoring my invitation to be with me here today. I know that Nini means in Kom that big mommy, not so big mama. So you're the big mama of Manjong in Limbe, and just the food that we've eaten here is big mama's food because it was tied in leaves, not in peppers. It was tied in leaves, so she behaved like big mama, and the huckleberry and those type of things. So I want to say thank you, big mama. I want to maybe like I'm saying thank you to the person who has interviewed us. Arrey Ivo.
From Manfred Manu.
From Manu. Okay. If it's another way, maybe to show to people the Kom culture. You're assisting us, you're assisting me in particular in my work. Maybe to make it known. I will soon come to Manfred. I'm going to install it on Unity Manfred this particular year. And so, where this come in Manfred will remind the Kom people in Manfred that you are already a Kom person. And so, I want to make a certain step, and the step will be concluded by the fall of Kom, come January 2014, when the Kom people are going to returning home for the annual dance and other cultural activities. So first stage. So that I give you this cap. This is the Kom cap, very unique. It's worn by the Kom people, and you can wear it, but not that you become person. Once you put it on your head, you automatically become person. And so I will have the honor to tell Ninjong that I'm doing this. This honor is your honor.
Amen. Thank you.
In your house.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bonjour, okay. Bonjour.
So you stand up now. The name of the phone of Kom. The name of the phone of Kom. And the powers bestowed on me by the phone of Kom and the phone of Kom. I put unto you this cap, which is an honor given to you by the phone and the phone of Kom. I'm doing this, telling you Ninjong, and more grace to our boss. Not so?
Thank you, Gako.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Your head is good, eh?
Maybe we need it.
Good enough. Think that I'm the phone will put the left foot on it so you don't come home.
Make sure you remember.
That's it. I will always mind you. Give me a number. You will come on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for talking to people, places and events, and to the African Center for Community and Development. And I wish that through the venue of this program, your wonderful vision for Kom People and your contribution towards culture in Cameroon and Africa shall reach out to the millions that are going to be watching you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry.
Thank you very much for your blessings of our
This was the Ivo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic tendencies was at the government college to Delhi. And
Go gather, destroy their food. Make security camp and that other camp, Tongo camp. You don't compensate everybody.
generation sometimes. Today I spoke with him being the son of K.C. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Akmo dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. Lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. You know, after some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary lives.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.